Yes.
So CIDG is ignored by Arvin, you said.
And they are first. Place
Now,
a die roll
do
of
they
VC
do they
gorillas.
consider it important? Oh, I guess that doesn't even matter if they consider it. It is performed by the U.S. spot, but I don't know that we're going to want to do it. Okay, so they're then going to. It's current event. It's critical effective. No, next. Yeah, so they're going to opt plus SA, right?
I think they're just going to opt plus SA.
Which gives us lots of opportunities.
Asking for the trunk card.
Now, I will say, a couple of comments have been left in the video we're not supposed to shuffle these. Someone said, you just
Really?
Yeah, you just keep them in the same order, and you just you go back to the top. And
well, I just shuffled them, ironically. So
I know, I heard that, but I was thinking we should double check that, and then
yeah,
and then we should start doing that from now on. If that's correct, that'll be our last shuffle.
Yeah, that's new to me.
It makes a certain amount of sense because it makes sure that they kind of I mean, I guess they would all come through eventually anyway, but I don't know. I'm gonna pause while we look this up.
All that time.
Yeah, so we have that person is 100% correct, and thank you for mentioning that. So basically, what we need to do is actually
what I wonder is
I'm
going to check one other quick thing.
So then we're gonna execute this card. And then
okay, do notice this.
What?
In a coup round, it looks like you reshuffle. If you look at the bottom of the reset.
Okay. Reset. Shuffle the trunk deck. Okay. Okay. So coup. So that shuffle that you did before we started. Well, actually, there wasn't a coup before this, but so okay. So now
I can actually reload and we can have it back.
Nah. I don't care that much. It's good to know though. So this is the card this is the card we're dealing with, right here. So NVA control plus base is greater than 14.
But if I understand, I mean, in theory, we should be doing this, right? We should
No.
Okay,
What are you doing? These are going to go on the bottom when we're done. But to go correctly on the bottom, I have to flip them over, and then this one will flip on top of it.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, I see what you're doing.
Yeah. Mess up my thing. So
sort of.
Right. It's this one, right?
Yep.
I'll show you when we're done. I'll show you, and you'll get it.
No, I get it.
All right. So NVA control plus base is greater than 14. Is not true. It's less than 14.
So that was M. It says NVA control plus base greater than 14. It says yes. So why is that? What are we missing?
Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm going to pause while we figure this out. All right.
9.
Mystery solved. We just hadn't 12, moved a troop out of there.
Yep. Missed that last turn.
Okay.
Or during the coup phase.
All right. So now the answer to that card question is yes.
So bot
3D6
yes. The answer is yes.
3D6
then it rolled
is less than available. It rolled a pieces, 6. But there's 5 available pieces.
It rolled a 6. So no.
So now we flip this card. All lock routes from Kanto to Hue blocked. I don't think that's true.
Nope. That is not true.
Going to patrol and assault using remove.
This says it's going to sweep.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I for some reason I read that first instruction backwards. So the answer is no, so it's going to sweep. Yes, it's going to sweep. So go ahead and have it tell us where to sweep because I hate doing moves.
Arvin selects Qianyang. Where in the world is that? Here. It's not a bad place. Move one Arvin troop from Kanto to Qianyang. One whole troop.
The actual province?
That's what it says. Move one Arvin troop from Kanto to Qianyang.
Okay.
It was not an overly aggressive sweep, was it?
No, is that all they did?
Then they rolled and they had success.
Okay.
Arvin selects Qian Fong.
That makes more sense. So
move 2 troops
from Saigon.
from Saigon to Quien Phong.
That makes a
Should have
lot
Arvin control now.
coin control, but yes.
Or coin control, I mean. Yeah.
That makes more sense. Okay.
Then, let's see.
Did it succeed or fail at continuing? Would be the next question.
Trying to see here. Flip control. So did it not flip a... What it says is activate gorillas in Pyongyang. One gorilla.
Okay.
Then there's booby traps that failed.
Okay, so because it was sweeping on a 1 to a 3, you lose 1 troop.
Yep.
But it
and then it says, I'm trying to understand. Oh, there are no gorillas there.
Gorillas there.
But resolving booby traps in Quien Phong, it did, so remove one of their troops.
You know, that was really stupid of it. It should have moved 3
Why
troops
didn't it just move 3?
I don't know, because now it's uncontrolled.
Well, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we're going to live with that.
So now now it should be, they're going to a special activity.
Yeah, which is going to be...
It says raid.
All right, raid with underground rangers. Okay.
So
its rangers are in Quang Nam.
That's the first place.
And also Pleiku, but there's nobody else there. So, okay, Quang Nam.
So it says flip 1 underground ranger in Quang Nam, and remove 2 NVA troops.
So that'll get rid of NVA control there. Oh my God, this
NVA control should be down to 12.
NVA box is a mess.
Then it says Arvin conducts a raid in southern Laos.
A raid in southern Laos, but it doesn't have a...
Move 1 Arvin underground from Pleiku to southern Laos. So on a raid,
apparently they can move somebody.
Move in adjacent rangers.
Okay.
Flip that ranger.
Uh-huh.
Remove 1 underground gorilla and 1 NVA base.
Yeah. Well, that's not terrible.
Pretty good move.
Yeah. Not unhappy with our I've been unhappy with them in general, but I'm not unhappy with them right there.
And there we go.
All right. So I was trying to clean up. This box was a complete nightmare. I just couldn't handle it. Okay. Is that the end of their turn?
That's it. Now it's up to us, which I don't think we have a decision to make. They're unfortunately, I believe, what is that, 72? It's a priority for...
critical?
So
or is it
no, it's not critical.
Do
we like it?
For the NVA, it's not critical? It's ignored by us, according to the bot.
Yeah.
Until coup, assault and patrol add +3 aid per gorilla removed and costs 0. I don't know. That doesn't sound... Well, aid is 0. We could use aid. But the problem is we'd have to focus on removing gorillas. And that just seems like a hard thing to focus on. You know?
We have no...
How do we increase aid?
There's something with Saigon, like training and... What is it? Is it there?
No.
That's so funny how much I've forgotten.
No, that's 3 patronage to Arvin resources. You can reduce patronage from that.
So on an Arvin assault, there's +6 aid per base removed.
Okay, that's not helping us because we can't control that.
Well, we are allowed to do an assault with Arvin troops, aren't we?
Are we? Does that count as an Arvin assault?
See, advise assault with Arvin. So I think we can do that and get the aid up.
But we'd have to get a base.
We need to get a base to get the aid.
Tainin's wide open.
It is.
So how we do an ARV and assault, remove one active enemy piece per
Yeah,
two
actually, you'll
ARV.
notice under advise.
So we need to get one more troop and detain in, one more ARV troop and detain in, and then do an ARV assault and detain in. We can do that though, right? With if we can't do that with a limb op though, because we can't get another troop in there.
True. Well, and the only way to get a troop in there is to airlift them, right?
Right. We
Anyway.
need it. We need a ops plus SA.
Well, even then, they're both SAs. Advise is an SA.
Oh, advises an SA.
So
I'm wondering if we should take this base out ourselves while the getting
while the getting's good,
yeah, I mean it takes away a chance to get some
get aid.
stuff, get aid. I mean the other thing that we could do might be to get some troops into Quang Tri to take control. We've not had control up there or had the ability to have control up there for a long time. Now, we'd be a little bit vulnerable to an assault from here. Like if they came in, they could create a bunch of
Yeah.
casualties, right? So I'm not sure I like that idea. I feels like there should be something we can do to get aid, to create aid. How did we lose all that aid? Oh, yeah, advise. Oh, wait. So, oh, sorry. So yeah, advise we can just. Sorry, I finally caught up that advise allows us to do it.
Yeah. Advise
Or
adds
Arvin
aid.
assault. Okay. Well, the thing is I don't think there's a reason to. I think we're
I don't see a
probably.
place we can advise, do you? Well, first of all,
No.
it's a limb up, so we can't advise. But we got to do an op. So now that just ignore me.
Rangers. Well, okay. So looking at this, then
Oh, well,
what? So one thing we could do. So limb op is going to have a very small. Here's my kind of thinking. Jesus. Um, we should either just get rid of this base while we've got the chance. That would be one. The other thing would be to just go ahead and take the event because passing doesn't help us at all. We're still going to end up next turn with a limb op. It just doesn't help us at all, Now, if we did the event, we could replace these guerrillas here, which would then, later give us a chance to like go after this base because it's only protected by troops. We could go after
this one
these
too, if we had a
guerrillas
4.
here. What do you think?
Yep, there's that. The only other option would be to train and bring in 2 irregulars.
Uh-huh. Why
If
would
we
we?
brought them in, you could bring them into Saigon and move patronage to resources and get.
A few resources.
That's the only other option that I can see. And as a matter of fact, what are resources? Did we? I wonder if we needed to.
To what?
See,
What?
resources are 9 now. Oh my god! Because they used them on their
Oh,
action. I mean, my god, but there's.
we're very limited in what we can do. Yeah, I actually think, but this
I
base,
don't
like,
think that necessarily.
I'm just so trained to like take out by coin to take out bases when you can.
Yeah,
But I'm trying to decide, like, I mean, I'm trying to decide if that's
I
really
kind of
worth
like
it.
that, David. Just to be honest with you,
Do you?
it's an assault. Yeah, it's an assault. So we get to take out 1, right? So it's
Yep. Highland is 1 for 2, but we're in the jungle, so it's 1. So
yeah.
we would just take out that base. So I think we should just assault and tain in. You think?
I'm putting it in.
All right.
Can I? Oop. Oh, it actually automatically said that.Tain in. Remove one NVA base. They're down to 10.
All right. Considering
That felt.
they came close to winning at one point. That feels like not bad.
I'm rolling a die. What would we have gotten? Not that it really matters. Oh, see, we got a 5.
Well, we only needed to get a 2, so we had like a really high chance anyway.
I would have liked a 4. Knocked them both out. All right.
Oh,
Next.
yeah, true. Yeah, good point. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Okay. Okay, so then we flip these and stick them on the bottom of the deck. Next. Election. That doesn't sound good. I don't know why I'm saying that. That sounds very
8 plus 10.
anti-democratic of me. Actually, that doesn't sound like
Arvin's
something.
going to ignore it.
Yeah, but we could do it. Is it important to the VC?
That is critical to the VC.
Yep, we're not going to get to it. VC's gonna pass, and they're gonna play
No, they
it.
won't. Because Arvin, they're not first eligible on the next card.
Oh, oh.
Arvin
Actually,
is.
Arvin might do something. Arvin might prevent him from doing it anyway if they did pass. Now that I think about it, because it's critical.
I think so. Yeah.
So you're right. They probably won't pass. Okay. Well, anyway, so 72 is not critical for NVA, right?
It is not. It actually asked us to pick a trunk card.
All right. So we're looking for a red trump card. All right. So we're doing this card. Q. 2d6. Yeah, that's 100%. Oh, yeah, that's 100%. Got to be 100% true.
Yeah. Yeah. They rolled a 10.
Okay, so 6 NVA troops in any space with coin troops or coin base.
Nope.
I don't think that's true. They've got 5
Nope.
here. That is
It says no.
That is not true. So we flip the card.
Yep.
Rally.
So it selects Quang Tree.
Quang Tree. Oh,
Right where you were afraid of.
yeah. Okay, what does it do there?
Remove 2 gorillas and place a base.
Yeah. I'm not sure that it would have been great to like gotten a bunch of presents going up here, to be honest with you. Okay. Is that it?
So that should move the bases to that. Then
That does, just checking, that makes that uncontrolled. Does that jive?
uncontrolled. Correct.
Okay.
Yep. Then they rolled a 5, so they're going to continue. Place 3 gorillas from available into central Laos.
3 gorillas from available into central Laos. Okay. Done.
They go again. Place 2 gorillas from available in Quang Duc Long Ta. So here. Over up here.
All right.
Oh, and they go again. Place 2 gorillas in the Parrot's Beak. Could they not just get a roll low?
Okie doke.
All right, they failed. Improve the trail by 1.
All right. It's only at 2. That's not too
Could
bad.
be at 2.
Yep.
Now it says there's a trung check. Available NVA troops is less. 3d6 is less than the available troops. Do you see that?
Yep.
Yep. So it rolled a 15 and there's 17 up there, it says.
So the answer to that is yes.
Yes. So they're going to infiltrate.
All right. So they're going to infiltrate. Where?
And they're going to infiltrate.
In Pyongyang.
How'd you guess?
Well, just because there was a troop and a base.
Remove 1 NVA or VC base to
Okay.
available. Yep. The opposition marker goes to passive.
Okay.
And then 1 NVA base goes there.
Game is interesting. When playing with actual humans, there must be a lot of tension between NVA and the VC.
I
As
feel like there is between Arvin and the U.S. too.
as there was historically.
Then it says remove 2 underground guerrillas from central Laos and,
Okay.
and place 6 troops.
All right. See,
Here they come again.
this is why I didn't want to like go crazy in Quang Tri. Is I was like, I figured this was coming. Okay.
And
So
that is their turn.
that was more than enough, I think.
Yeah,
So
that was they
then,
got a lot of troops on the boards.
all right. So let's see.
We think that
So
they're
we
going to
put
do
that
a limb
there,
up, right?
flip that, put that on top.
They're going to skip the body count, we think.
That's what we think.
No, it's performed. They're going to do it.
All right.
Right? It's number 72.
Is
Yeah,
it
that's performed. So we
okay?
think they're going to do that.
Place 1 VC guerrilla in each active opposition space.
This is not good. So it says place 1 VC guerrilla in
Yep.
Tainan,
Yep.
1 in Kian Fong,
Yep.
1 in Quang Tri.
Good Lord. Can you this why does it have to jump around the map like that? Go into some sort of
1 in
reasonable
Quang
order.
Tin.
Quang
That right
10.
here.
Yep.
1 in Bin Tue.
Yep. And then
1
Quang.
in Quang Duc.
Yep.
Then there's apparently something the NVA does.
Yeah, they placed troops in Cambodia.
2 in Parrot's Beak, 2 in Central Laos, 2 up and down the line, man.
So
It's going to be 1 in Northeast Cambodia, it says. So 2 in
Sihanoukville.
Sihanoukville,
2 in the Parrot's Beak.
2 in the Parrot's Beak,
2 in the
2 in the
Fishhook.
Fishhook,
2 in Central Laos. 2 in Southern
2
Laos.
in 1.
Or sorry, 2 in Northeast Cambodia.
No, 1 in Northeast Cambodia, it said.
Okay. 2 in Southern Laos.
2 in Southern Laos, and then 2 in Central Laos. So they
have no more troops left.
They literally have no more troops.
Nope.
They went from
Being almost completely off the board to being completely on the board. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. And is that it? As if that's not enough.
that's it.
Well, we might actually I think we may want to do this event.
Yeah, I think so. It's going to help us move some things to active support and
The aid won't suck.
the aid. Yep.
So
bot first.
We think the bot, let's see. That is 83. That's critical to the US. So actually Arvin might block us.
Oh, they probably are going to block us, those bastards.
Yeah,
so it said pick a trump card.
They're going to do op only.
Yeah.
Oh, these jerks.
Hate them.
Let's look at this next card, 39.
Yeah, except, well, yeah. What is
39 is performed
ignored
by everybody except the NVA.
Seems maybe good.
Degrading the trail 2 boxes seems kind of good. And they wouldn't block us from playing it.
Yeah, because it's performed.
So we might. All right, let's find. All right, let's go through Arvin.
That feels better than a limb up, just to be honest with you.
I'm with you. We're looking for a yellow.
All right, so we're. What is it? K.
Coin controlled pop plus patronage is greater than 42. That
It
should be
is.
true.
It says it is.
All lock routes from Kanto to Hue block.
They are
that is
not
true. So we flip the card. Arvin Assault would add coin control.
It says no. There's no place they could assault and create coin control.
Ironically, they would have carried out this assault here for us. But But it wouldn't have added coin control because there already would have been coin control. Okay, okay, so that's not true. So they're going to train.
Train. Decrease Arvin resources by 3 down to 6.
Good Lord. Okay.
Place 1 underground ranger in Saigon.
Okay.
They succeeded.
Okay.
Decrease Arvin resources by 3.
Oh. Okay.
And then place all of those, 1 troop and 4 police in Hue.
Jeez Louise, dudes. Okay. They succeed. Well, actually, I guess they can't really do anything else, can they?
They actually, that's all they did, and it says move it to the lim op. Or to the op only, I mean.
Op only. So we're going to pass, right?
I think we pass.
So that'll give us 3 resources.
Which helps, yes. And I think it'll automatically do that when we hit next.
Is my recollection.
Act, pass. All right, hit next.
It did give 3 resources. So we've got a Cambodian civil war coming up.
So that is card 62.
It is not critical for anyone.
Nope.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very useful for anybody. Okay, so we think that, we think that the NVA is going to do op plus special activity. Correct?
We believe they are going to do an op plus special activity.
So
I do.
I'm burning that top card. So the next card is, S. 2 pop space without coin control. Gotta believe that's
yes.
true. Yeah, Quang Tri is, for example.
Pyongyang.
2d6 is less than the available NVA gorillas. That probably
They
isn't
rolled a
gonna be
6
true.
and they have 11. So yes, so they're going to rally.
They're gonna rally.
Remove 2 gorillas from the parrot's beak to available and put in a base.
All those bases we took time to get rid of, they're just putting them back.
Yeah, at least they're in Cambodia.
Yeah, that's true. All right. What next?
They failed.
Okay.
So improve the trail by 1 to 3.
All right.
Then they're going to choose, it says they do a trung check.
3d6,
3d6
is
less than available troops, which there are none.
There's 0. So they're
So
going to bombard.
Remove 1 troop from Pleiku.
1 troop from Pleiku, which is
The 1 troop from Pleiku.
So they go to U.S. casualties.
Yep.
Yeah, we probably should.
And that was the only place.
Pleiku at this point. Yeah.
Kind of surprised that's the only place they bombarded. Would have thought they could have bombarded from here into Kanto.
Or from here into.
Yeah, I'm kind of. Wonder what the.
So it's each 1 or 2 spaces, each with at least 3 U.S. and/or ARVN troops.
Got it.
Or a U.S. ARVN base, and with an adjacent space with at least 3 NVA troops. So but
we don't have enough troops.
Oh no, these aren't troops. These are police.
Correct.
They have to be troops.
It was the base here that made it.
Yeah. All right. So then we move it to op plus SA, right?
Op plus SA.
All right, and then we're gonna do the event.
Event, unshaded.
Remove any 4 pieces from North Vietnam. So we're gonna remove both of the base and the gorilla from North Vietnam.
Yeah, it says remove 1 underground gorilla and 1 base from North Vietnam to available.
And then we have to remove 2 more. And I'm wondering if we should get rid of these 2 troops in Oh, wait, we can remove any two pieces. Why wouldn't we remove these two bases from Central Laos?
Any two?
Any four pieces.
Yeah, well, I would think we would either there or the Parrot's Peak.
No, is the Parrot's Peak Laos?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I would think we would do Central Laos.
Take the two bases from Central Laos. Let's see if does the app let us do that?
How many pieces? We're going to remove 2. How many bases? 2. Done.
Cool. And then A,
It
degrade the
said
trail by
degrade
2.
the trail to 1.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, I think
Done.
that was better than a limb up. I don't think we
Yeah.
could have. I don't think we could have done better than that.
Nope. 3 bases.
Yeah. All right. Okay, we're getting there.
So
Right?
next